What is it like to be a pastor during COVID-19? Well, it's weird. I'm in my 5th year of ordained ministry. This is a huge milestone for young pastors or new pastors, and it has started out very weird. It's been good, it's been bad, it's been stressful, it's been weird. My job has mostly changed. As the associate pastor, my normal duties include working with committees and working with programs. So we're talking about working with our children, working with our youth coordinators, and working with our Christian Ed committee and worship committee and membership evangelism committee and all these different committees. And it's constantly people. And now there's no people. So we've taken everything and we've put it online. Luckily, I have been living online for about half of my life. A lot of pastors don't have that luxury, so it hasn't felt as foreign to me as it probably does other pastors. I do enjoy it, but I also miss people. The only people that I'm actually seeing in my life are the people I work with. I've only been out to the store twice since all of this started. So the only people I see day to day are usually Karen, Ted, and Pat. And beyond that, I don't really see people. I'm lucky to see David and Michelle and George on Wednesdays when we film worship, or at least their parts of worship. But I've realized through all of this just how important the other staff are in my life. It's so easy to take people for granted when you see people everywhere all the time. But these are now the only people that I see. And I'm so lucky to be here and work with such a supportive staff. Everybody is supporting one another because, truth be told, no matter where you are in this storm, we're all in it. And so whatever stresses we have, this staff has taken care of each other, and they've been absolutely wonderful. The congregation has been absolutely wonderful too. I had a really big birthday happen while we had stay-at-home order, and normally I would have gone out and celebrated, and I couldn't do that. So the congregation stepped up and just bombarded me with birthday cards and love, and I've never felt so loved in my life. So I feel very lucky to be here. It's interesting being a leader in this time, a spiritual leader. You know, we're expected to be these wise, pensive, and all-knowing sort of people because we're always talking to God, right? It feels the exact opposite. We're watching the same news. We're just as confused as all of you. We're trying to make decisions I never thought we'd have to make before. How do we give people communion? Do we have church? Do we wear masks? Do we rope off pews? How do we reach people? How do we deliver things? How do we interact? These questions, they're big questions, and they're very particular to this time. And I hope that I never have to face those questions again. But I think in this time, there's been a lot of change. You might hear Bandit. If you asked him what it's like to be a dog in this time, I think he'd say he's enjoying his time very much. But back to this, there's been a lot of changes, and I think that we need to embrace the good that has come out of this time, but we really need to remember this time, and we need to remember the love that pulled us through this time. So what is it like to be a pastor during COVID-19? It's life-changing.